We're here in Enistymon in County Clare, and it was peeing rain earlier on. The lads are still out planting, which is amazing, and it's a credit to them that they will work through this rain. Here with Fiona and Tony, who very kindly donated a quarter-acre site of their land for us to plant 2,500 trees.
And of all the places in Ireland, we chose Enistymon. And I think there's a bunch of folk here who've made that same decision. So it's very interesting because it's very cosmopolitan in a nice kind of way. And what's nice about that is it gives the place an energy. It's very active. And there's a lot of kind of very positive kind of vibes in terms of how people are interested in investing in the land. And we have that same sensibility. And that's really where our outreach to 100 million trees came from, is that we wanted a kind of simple solution. Because we're not farmers. We've got a house, we've got an acre. We're lucky to have an acre, it's barely an acre. The front portion is half an acre. That's where all the wind comes from. So in a one shot, you can just get rid of all that wind, increase biodiversity, and we don't have to pay anything, which is amazingly generous, and we're very grateful, because that's a gift. It's an absolute gift. We're lucky enough that our neighbour was able just to scrape the topsoil off. He did all the hard work, and we've done nothing. It's all been done for us. Which is super. We have planted our own trees all around the outside. That was a separate thing. So this as an initiative is great.
I live here in Enistymon for the last 6 years. There was a big journey prior to that of 26 years travelling the world. It's been very enjoyable. It's very nice to be home. One of the loveliest surprises was actually reconnecting and rediscovering the land, but in that true visceral sense, the land that is our land, the smell, the feeling, the kind of being wet on the outside, warm inside, just the snugginess of Irish land. Now where we live in Enistymon, we're 5 minutes from the sea, so you've got all the wild bluster and it's hugely tidal, so there are extremities, next up America. We looked at the trees and figured out what would go where, and we were very intuitive. I thought it'd be beautiful to put in some willow. So we've put in willow, and we've created willow circles, willow borders, woven willows which hold on to each other, and it's incredible. So then we thought, what's our next project? I had found out about the Miyawaki method. I realized that we had actually planted our shelter belt using the Miyawaki method unknowingly. I did a search, it was in my mind, and I searched and I went, Irish planters planting Miyawaki method. Few videos, 1 or 2 amazing videos, and I actually went down to the bottom of page 1 on Google, and 100 million trees popped up, and I saw it, and I could not quite believe it was a forest for the Miyawaki method, native Irish trees free of charge. And I just thought, okay, that's it. And it seemed like I saw the scope of 100 million trees was a quarter of an acre. Luckily, I have a husband who's an architect and he was able to figure all that bit out. And between us, within 2 days, I responded to the online and then I wrote a heartfelt email because the crossovers with my life, with the trees, with 100 million trees, with our experience to date, were so profound. I just really needed to engage for this to happen and see if we could work together. It was 3 weeks ago I connected, and now we have quarter acre of trees being planted forevermore, for heritage, for this beautiful land that protects us, shelters us, takes care of us, nurtures us, and responds to us.
So you have to have endemic local species because they work. They're going to survive. You bring some foreign thing in here, it's going to probably get decimated. So our thinking is 100 million trees give us that kind of backbone, and then we can plant into that with a few apple trees and a few other bits and pieces.
And we're very grateful to AIB for sponsoring this site and for their support of the project. But we also need people like Fiona and Tony too. It's interesting looking around us. There aren't very many trees, lots of fields, empty fields, and Hopefully Tony and Fiona will be ambassadors and promote the 100 million tree project in the area, where we get more people to get involved and to help biodiversity and to be able to bring a little bit of calm and tranquility into their lives with having amazing little forests in their back gardens.
100 million trees is not a big number, you know. I mean, we're putting 2,000 in our little tiny front garden. 2,000, 3 zeros, you know. So 100 million is not that big. So it's definitely achievable, and I think it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to have a big number and to go for it, you know. I think it's cool.
I'm just worried that it's going to actually start raining and then it will get very wet.